YouTube, how's it going? Dylan here. It's been too long since I've put out a video. Shut up, stupid computer. I apologize. I've been busy, back to school, working, stuff like that. So I haven't really had time to do videos and stuff. I should really stop wearing my glasses when I do videos, so I don't have to worry about that glare. It's better. So, with the approach of December, meaning Star Wars Episode 7, I have decided that I'm going to be reading this and bring you guys this nice little story right here. For you who couldn't read it, it's Journey to Star Wars: The Force Awakens, Star Wars: Shattered Empire. It's a lot of titles, I know. And it's actually a really cool book. I heard about it, and then I decided to pick it up and read it. And with Star Wars coming, I've also decided that I'm gonna be there's gonna be coming content based on Star Wars, because Star Wars is cool. I like Star Wars a lot. I myself am extremely excited about The Force Awakens. So without further ado, let's go through this comic. Of course, it starts with, the whole Star Wars thing, which is cool. The scrolling text. This book picks up at the Battle of Endor. Is where, not the entire battle, but, the end of it. And it literally just, boom, opens you on Luke and Vader fighting with the Emperor in the background, and then I apologize, my computer's making a lot of noise. It needs to not, but... And then it cuts out to the battle going on outside the Death Star. That's fully operational. That's a really bad Emperor. Just ignore that. And you see Chewie and Han on the ground, and you see this other guy who's not just a background face. He actually kind of is drawn nice, and you can go, he's probably a main character. So, and then it cuts to computer. You're being so rude. Cuts to the battle going on, and there's this woman pilot, and she's kicking ass and taking dudes out left and right, and then it's just they're trying to take down the Death Star, the second one, and then you see this Imperial ship flying, and the chick's like, why can't I target it? It's not letting me target it. And the ship's like, hey, I'm Commander Skywalker, don't shoot. Which is cool, because that answers the question of how did Luke get out of the Death Star without any of the rebels shooting the ship, since he took an Imperial ship. So it answers that question quite nicely. And then, this chick is just taking TIE fighters out and whatnot, and then, they win. Death Star explodes, everyone's celebrating. So everyone's celebrating and mourning all at the same time, because, you get this panel of, we survived, we did it, but we lost this guy, and we lost this guy, and we lost so many people to get this victory. And they're like, well, hey, there's a celebration going on down on Endor. Anybody that wants to go ahead. So she's yeah, I'm definitely going to go down there. And she's looking for this guy, and she walks up to Han Solo and Lando Calrissian, and they're talking, and Chewie's there, and she's like, hey, do you guys know where let's see, the Spec Force Pathfinders is what they're called, which I'm assuming is just like they were the group of people that was with Han Solo when when they went to take out the shield generators. And he's like, yeah, they're over there. She walks in and she goes, has anyone seen, or she's like, hey, are you guys the Pathfinders? And they're like, yeah, totally. And this guy's like, hey, why don't you stop hitting on my wife? And the guy's like, sorry. And it's like, turns out that the guy that you see at the beginning, like next to Han Solo, is this chick, this pilot's wife, or this pilot's husband. They're husband and wife, and then they go out and they talk, and they're like, "Were you worried?" And she's like, "No," and like, "You're a liar." And then they hook up just in a random like shack or hut of an Ewok, and they wake up to like, hey, people going like, hey, hey, and then Han Solo's like, all right, we need some people because there's still a rebel, or there's still an Imperial base on this planet, and we need to go take it out. And the guy's like, all right, I'm in. And the chick's like, I'll pilot the ship. And you get this kind of funny moment of like the Ewoks messing with the ship's buttons, and she's like, would you knock it off? And she like looks at Han, and she's like, can you help me? And he goes, you volunteered for this. I can't. And then, sees them, and you see the Imperial camp, and you see it get blasted by the incoming ship. And then the guy's like being like relationship-y, and he's like, hey, when we're done this, we need to go find a planet that we can build a house on and like live. And she's like, they get off the ship, they start tearing down Imperials. Then they're like, all right, we got to go into this building and take everyone out. Let's go. And you see everyone go in. Han and Chewie are the last two that you see go in. And then you just get this like sense of her just sitting there for a little bit. And then you get this panel of you see the doorway again, and it's smoky. And then you just see Han. And when I read through it, it seemed like it was this was the end of the book. Like the book was just going to end like this. But it turns out there's another page, and it's like a bunch of people like the next page is everybody walking back out, and they're like, but this isn't over. Like, we caught a lot of chatter. Like, this is not over by a long shot, it turns out. So, I'm just going to call it Shattered Empire. Star Wars Shattered Empire was really cool. And I really liked it, and it felt like Star Wars, which was cool. So, yeah. So I'm going to be doing this book for you guys, along with the other monthly books that I'm reading. Dark Side War and Secret Wars, which apparently Secret Wars has now been extended by an issue, and I think I talked about it before, but yeah. So, Star Wars Shattered Empire. If you don't want to pick it up, I'm here to, tell you guys what's going on. Like I said, more Star Wars content coming. And hopefully just more content in general coming, but I have to get like a schedule set and whatnot. School, being back to school and dealing with things, and I'm like, work. It's tough, but I'm gonna try to figure it out. Try to get you guys as much content as I can. So just bear with me, please. I'm sorry. But I'll catch you guys later, so peace out.